field, in my sight, I take a beer situation, gonna make it right. In the shadow of the darkness, I stand in the light. See, it's our style to keep it true. I had a bad year, I go through. I've been knocked out, beat down, black and blue. She's not the one coming back for you. She's not the one coming back for you. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down.
Welcome to the Week 12 Racing League Network here for the Week 12 Racing League Contender Series Upstate 100 here at Watkins Glen International. Tonight they have 41 laps. Should be a good one as we'll take a look at tonight's track facts going in tonight's Upstate 100. "77 degrees out here in the great state of New York for Watkins Glen International. 107 degrees on the track temp on this 2.42 mile road course as these drivers will tackle this Watkins Glen International road course today. So right now drivers are out on the racetrack qualifying. And as they do qualify, we're going to step away, get the national anthem, and then we'll be back for your starting lineup for tonight's Upstate 100.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular amongst birds singing air came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back to Watkins Glen International. Drivers are still out on track making their qualifying laps. Cole Snyder coming across the line for his first lap and goes top of the board, 1:13.74. blazing lap. Second place right now is Nathan Lehman with a 1:14.65. Still got about 4 or 5 drivers left to make a qualifying run. We got 5 minutes left in qualifying. Jackson Connell went second on the board with a 1:14.25, so the closest to Cole Snyder. Been the closest to him in practice too. Was about a half-tenth off to Cole in practice, so those two will probably be battling for it tonight. Richard May putting a lap down here. This is his first attempt here out on the racetrack. Been running good all these last 2 weeks. Iowa had a great showing last week. Ran up front. Unfortunately, after the pit stop cycle spun out and ended up finishing near the back. Last night in the Week 12 Racing League Cup Series, again, ran up near the front. Believe finished third last night. So on a hot streak lately. Last week, best finish in this Contender Series. And last night with the best finish in his Cup Series career in the Week 12 Racing League. It's just him and Ryan Wayne left to make a qualifying run here. With about 3 minutes coming up left in qualifying. And Richard will go fourth there on the board with a 1:14.82. Excuse me. Driver's been complaining all through practice that's been hot, slick, sliding all around. Especially through the S's, and especially through this butt stop if you overcook it. Little loose there off the final corner. Coming to the stripe. And does it look like he improves? Will stay with a 1:14.82 as his best lap and will finish fourth in qualifying. Ryan Wayne out on track. This will be his first lap completed. He'll come in third with a 1:14.40. And he'll just park it there. Normally your first lap in the Xfinity car is your best lap. So I'm not surprised on that one. But after that, got a minute left in qualifying. Everyone has taken a qualifying lap. And Cole Snyder ultimately will probably be your pole sitter here. With a 1:13.74. If you guys are new to the broadcast, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, always helps us out. And we will take this time to shout out some sponsors: Abruzzi Racewear, Keep Digging, and G3 Graphics, sponsors of the Week 12 Racing League and the Week 12 Racing Network. So, qualifying's finished up. Let's look at your starting lineup for tonight's Upstate 100. Starting on the pole with a 1:13.738. There's Cole Snyder starting second. There's Jackson Connor starting third. Will be Ryan Wayne. Starting fourth is Nathan Lehman. Starting fifth it will be Richard May. Starting sixth will be that driver Jordan B. Anderson. And then starting seventh will be Chris Weaver. So 41 laps tonight here on the 2.42 mile road course of Watkins Glen International. Got one pace lap to go around and then we'll fire them off. Stage is lap 20, but here in the Week 12 Racing League, on road courses only, the stage will come out on a certain lap, but they will not throw the yellow. Try to throw some strategy game into the road courses for these drivers. So the stage tonight is lap 20. Top 6 will get stage points. Top 6 get stage points every week. Seven drivers have made the call tonight. We appreciate every single one of them. Here in the Week 12 Racing League, the initial start is on green. Every other one is on the leader. The leader also does have lane choice if we do get a restart. So, pace car will pull off here on the final turn here, and we'll get underway here in the Upstate 100. Pace car pulls away. And we're green here in the Upstate 100 for the Week 12 Racing League Contender Series. Side by side going into turn 1. Cole Snyder, Jackson Connell, little contact there. And Cole Snyder will take the lead going up through the S's. Single file through the S's. As Cole Snyder will have control of this lead early on in this race. Jackson get right on to that back bumper of that 24 there. Coming to the final corner. Ooh, a little slip up there from the 32 there. 3 of them was about to get into the wall there on that final corner back there. But they all stay straight. And we complete lap 1 here, the Upstate 100. Drivers tonight can make 32 laps on a tank of fuel. They got 2 sets of tires. So theoretically, they can make it on 1 stop. And if a caution does come out late, they have 1 extra set laying in the pits. Looks like the top 2 have pulled away from the rest of the field. About a 2-second gap from Ryan Wayne. Back there is Jackson Connell and Cole Snyder. Jackson's starting to slip a little bit. And Cole Snyder's just cruising along as he just set fast time 1:13.87. And Jackson just ran a 1:14.40. Go back here to third as they slip and slide through the S's. Ryan Wayne driving the number 39 Toyota there. Slipping and sliding everywhere, but able to stay in front of the Liquid Death Ford of Nathan Lehman. As we work lap 4 here, Cole Snyder has able to make a 2-second gap on that driver of Jackson Connell back there. Sorry, a 1.5-second gap. Cole Snyder, the driver out of Whitehaven, PA, driving the Squall Tech Chevrolet. Sorry, Squall Tech Ford. He normally drives a Chevrolet, but not tonight. Driving a Ford. He is our current points leader in the Week 12 Racing League Contender Series. Let's go back here, back where Ryan Wayne is. Nathan Lehman still has a bumper to that 39, been trailing him this whole time, ever since the drop of the green flag. Trying to get to that back bumper, but just can't. Let's ride on board a little bit with this 14 of Nathan Lehman. Nathan Lehman, the driver out of Wichita, Kansas, driving the Liquid Death Ford. Starting to slip and slide. Was losing some ground on that 39, but that 39 just made a mistake. Now gaining back on Ryan Wayne. Ooh, little trouble there from Richard May. Gathered it back up. Struggling a little bit here. Like I said early on, last week, had a phenomenal week last week at Iowa. Ran up front, led a bunch of laps, but had one mistake that cost him pretty much the win in that race last week. In the Iowa Corn, sorry, in the Clash in the Corn 125 last week. But he did still come away with his best finish of third last week in Iowa. Let's go back even further. So shout out some drivers here. Jordan Anderson right now, driving in the 6th position. Just logging some laps in that 3 car. In that AC Delco Chevrolet. And then right behind him in 7th place is Chris Weaver. Driving the Racing Report Ford. So far in this race, Cole Snyder has been able to gap Jackson Connell to his 2-second lead. Just cruising along in that front top spot. Coming in 9 laps into this. Remember, drivers can make it on 32 laps on a tank. So theoretically a 1-stop race with 2 sets of tires laying in the pits. So Nathan was able to get around Ryan. Let's look back at that. As you missed it. It was through the carousel. Ryan just went a little wide. And Nathan took advantage. And was able to pass him off the carousel. And took advantage of that. I think the tires on that 39 has gone away. As that 14 starts to pull away from the 39. Right now, that 14 of Nathan is about 5 seconds from 2nd place of Jackson Connell. The field has really strung out now. Coming to 10 laps complete, working 11. So Cole Snyder has 9 wins in this series so far this season. 9 wins in the Contender Series. Most out of any other driver. The next driver behind him is his teammate Nathan Lehman with 3 wins. Has been the road course ringer in the Xfinity Series. But then on the other side of that, in the Cup Series, he only has about 3 to 4 wins in the Cup Series. Kind of struggling on that side. But he did win in the Cup Series side. He did win the in-season tournament and the Brickyard 200 on the Cup Series side. As Chris Weaver is starting to catch that 3 car of Jordan Anderson for that 6th place spot. Chris right now is 24 seconds back from the leader. That's how far back he is. Because when I flipped that shot, man, leaders were already coming off that last turn as they were going through the butt stop. But that's just how fast Cole Snyder is tonight. But Jackson isn't leaving him pull away. He's still about just over a 1.5 seconds lead over that car. So not really gaining on him, not really pulling away. Just kind of steady right now. I don't know if they're trying to save tire or what they're trying to do, but I would say they're probably about 10 to 12 laps from making a pit stop. Maybe even more. I would say probably about, scratch that, probably about 15 to 20 more laps. Let's look at the back marker battle here. Chris hasn't been able to pull back up on that 3 car of Jordan Anderson. Actually, Jordan Anderson just pulled away now. So no battle there. Middle of the pack, 3rd place here. Nathan got a little right front damage there, but no harm, no foul. Just pulling away from that 39 of Ryan Wayne. Really pulled away now. So Ryan's really struggling now. Has about a 2.5 second gap ahead of Ryan. There's Ryan there in 4th place, just ahead of that 5th place car of Richard May. Then you got Jordan in 6th and Chris in 7th. Jackson's still steady there in second place. With about a 2-second gap from Cole Snyder. I think Cole's starting to turn it on a little bit. Last lap, actually, Jackson was a little bit faster. 1:15.36 to a 1:15.56. Oh no, trouble! Jackson Connell just hit the wall. A shot at a potential maybe flipping the pit stop. Probably just went down the tubes there. Going into the bus stop, just clipped that wall. Let's go back and look at that. If it'll let me. Here we go. Go back a little bit further. Yeah, he's going in the bus stop, and wow, it just looked like he got loose. I mean, we saw it on the in-car camera there as we rode on board. See if we got a different angle. Try this angle here. Goes in there. Yeah, you just went in there and just cut a little too close. Man, that sucks. Went from a 2-second gap to a 6-second gap just like that. Doesn't look like he really has that much right front damage, but every time you go through that bus stop, you gotta get real close to that guardrail there. Sometimes it just takes that one mistake, and right there, that was the mistake. Now he's 7 seconds off from the leader. So 24 laps to go in this race. Here in the Upstate 100. Drivers still need to make one pit stop in this race. Can make it on 32 laps on a tank. So we're probably looking at, I would say, about 10 to 12 more laps until Cole Snyder will probably hit pit road here. Heck, he might even come in a little bit more earlier than that. Because you do want to pit before the other guy, but it only works if you're like really close to him. But it doesn't look like it's going to work here. Obviously, because Jackson made a mistake, and I think Jackson really made a mistake. Actually, he actually went down pit road. Jackson just made his pit stop. It said he left pit road, so lap 18, Jackson made his pit stop, which it should get him to the end. From here, it should get him to the end, because you can make it, like I said, on 32 laps on tank of fuel. So a bold strategy here. You make a mistake, gotta get off strategy. Won't have fresh tires at the end, but this might put him on the flip side. Definitely now has enough to make it to the end, so now it's just run hard to the end. Might be able to flip something here. As Cole Snyder is running a 1:14.57 was his last lap. And this lap is 1:14.87, so he's still running quick lap times. 19 laps into this. And on the flip side of that, maybe Jackson pitted because he had too much damage. Because he did hit that wall pretty good. It didn't show right front damage, but he did hit that wall pretty good. It's right there. Oh, it's still saying that Jackson ran a... right there, it says Jackson ran a 1:17.13. So I think Jackson's a little hurt. Unless he's saving tire here, I think Jackson's a little hurt. So Nathan Lehman in second place here. We're going to run through the order real quick. Here are 21 laps to go. Nathan Lehman right now in second. Ryan Wayne running there in third place. Then you got Richard May now running in fourth. Then you got Jordan Anderson running in fifth. Chris Weaver running in sixth. And then Jackson Connell, who already made his pit stop, can make it to the end running in seventh. Just behind Chris Weaver. But the gap to the leader right now is 50 seconds to the leader. So I think if Cole pitted, he's going to take less fuel the longer he stays out. He's still going to take 4 tires. So, I mean, but this track's so big, I think Cole has the upper hand here. I've seen crazier things though, as Connell keeps making mistakes. I've seen drivers stay out, win the race on fuel. I've seen drivers do this strategy and win the race somehow, some way. Crazier things have happened. Another driver coming down pit road here. With 20 to go, Richard May making a pit stop. Jordan Anderson now in. 20 laps to go. A lot of drivers starting to make their green flag pit stops. I would assume Cole Snyder is going to do the same, or unless he just stays out and just runs it all the way out. Jackson just ran a 1:14.37, so he picked up the pace. That was his best lap so far tonight. He finally caught Chris Weaver here. I think he finally realized that people are starting to make pit stops, so it's time to go. Cole Snyder's in pit lane. This is the time. This is the moment. See if we're going to have a swap in the lead. 19 to go. Pull up the track map here. Left side's up. 6 is coming through one of the final corners. Right side's up. Oh, he's going to easily beat him out. Coming onto the straightaway. And he's just coming off a pit road, so easily going to have this lead. Strategy's not going to play out tonight with Jackson. Because right now, Snyder's going to have fresher tires, less fuel. And now he's just going to be able to drive hard for 19 laps. So your new leader so far right now, until they pit, is Nathan Lehman. Right now hot on his tail is the 39 of Ryan Wayne. They're probably going to stretch this till they can't stretch it no more. They got a 16-second gap from the leader. Slipping and sliding going into the one. It's that 14 car. You can definitely have some big moments going up through the S's there, as we've seen a lot of drivers have tonight. Got close from cutting that. Nathan did right there. Pulled away a little bit from Ryan, but Ryan's staying strong. I would assume these drivers would pit here soon, since the leader did pit. They do have a 13-second gap. 14's coming in right now. 39's going to stay out. Ooh, hopefully he got woed down enough. He's in pit lane. Let's pull up the tracker here. Cole easily beat him. Easily beat him. So that means once Ryan pits, Cole's going to take the lead. And we'll have a big gap from second place. Jackson. Unless somehow Jackson can ring him down here. I mean, you can go 32 laps on a tank here. That's just under 10 to go. That's 9 to go. Because you got 41 laps in the race. I've never seen someone save 9 laps of fuel at Watkins Glen, but he's not going to try it. So he's going to pit here. 39 in pit road. Cole Snyder's going to take the lead here. Should see him go by. Here he comes. New leader, 24. With 16 to go in the Upstate 100. Now has a 14-second gap from race leader. Sorry, 14-second gap from second place Jackson Connell. Cole always shows his strong suits at these road courses. Definitely the road course ringer. In the Xfinity car. Xfinity car is definitely tough to drive. 1 minute's loose, 1 minute's tight. So it takes a talent to drive these cars, especially on a road course. If he can hold on, nothing happened, this will be his 10th win on the season in the Contender Series. There's really no battles right now out on the racetrack, just flipping through. These two have been glued together all race long. Jordan Anderson, Chris Weaver, just bumper to bumper, glued together. This year, Chris Weaver, Jordan Anderson both ran their 100th race in the league, in the Week 12 Racing League. An amazing feat these days, because you don't really see a lot of drivers commit to a league like that. So we do appreciate them doing that. Coming out week in and week out. As we now have a battle for pretty much dead last. Battle for 6th here. We'll keep it here because this is the only battle on the racetrack. Actually, you could see Cole Snyder there in the distance. Coming up to these two. Chris going low. Sliding it in there. Homer's overcooked it. We're about to have a great battle on our hands for last place here. It's about to be amazing. Chris Weaver diving it in there, going in the one. Jordan Anderson shutting the door. This might be the best battle all night. Right here. 13 laps to go. Cole probably just took it to 12 laps to go. If you're wanting to run in this league always accepts new drivers every week, every day. They got a Discord, the Week 12 Racing League Discord. You can also find them out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, here on our YouTube channel, the Week 12 Racing Network. But you can also send an application on iRacing. They run Tuesday nights with the Contender Series, as you're seeing right now, and then on Monday nights run the Week 12 Racing League Cup Series, giving out trophies for the big races like 500, Daytona 500, the Brickyard 200, and the Coke 600. Xfinity Series doesn't have trophies right now. The only trophy they give out right now is to the champion. They also give out a plaque to the Rookie of the Year in both series. As we have the battle brewing up here for last. Chris looking low, gets to his back bumper, slides off that corner in the carousel. Nothing doing. They also give money to the top 3 in both series at the end of the season. So lots to race for in this series. Sliding around. I would show you Cole Snyder right now, but he's out to lunch with everyone. 40-second gap to Nathan Lehman. You can see him there in the background. This is the best battle on track right now for 6th place. Chris Weaver trying to get around Jordan Anderson. This is the battle not to be last. Let's ride on board with this number 8 of Chris Weaver. Sabri rode on board there with that 8 car of Chris Weaver. Some odd reason, Jackson Connell, I guess, called it quits. Didn't wreck, just entered the pit roads and left the race. Said, I'm done. He was only about 14 seconds back from the leader, Cole Snyder, and just said, I had enough. Just quit. Could have had a good finish as the 8 car spins it. Hit the wall coming off of 1 there. Cole Snyder. Woes it way down. Right in front of the leader. Oh, that could have been big. And that is the reason why you do not just quit. Right there. that right there could have given Jackson Connell a chance if he did not just quit. I'm just going to call it a rage quit. If he did not just rage quit because he was getting beat by 14 seconds, he could have had a chance right there. Because stupid stuff like that happens sometimes. Sometimes drivers make a mistake in front of the leaders, and the doors open up for you. Wow. Bet you that was a heart attack for Cole Snyder. Let's ride on board with Cole Snyder real quick. As he tries to get through this. Comes down, going in the 1. And now he sees the 8 parked. And he's like, oh god, where am I going? And then just slowly passes him. Yep, that could have been big. That could have been big. That could have changed the race drastically right there. He had... You want to know how big that was? He had like a 30 to 40 second lead over basically Nathan Lehman. And which would have been a 14, 20 second lead over Jackson Connell. And now it's down to 18 seconds. That's how big that was. That's why you do not quit. Chris Weaver is now in pit lane getting his stuff fixed. You do have one faster pair in this league. It just baffles me. It just baffles me. So 7 laps to go, working 7 laps to go here in the Upstate 100. As Cole Snyder goes through the bus stop. Want to let you know, hit that subscribe button. Next week we'll be back here on Tuesday night. We'll be in Richmond for the Week 12 Racing League Contender Series. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can watch it live. Be a lot more action next week at the short track, Richmond Raceway. Next Tuesday night here on the Week 12 Racing Network. I mean, I think Cole's backed it off. Nathan's starting to gain on him a little bit, but I think just Cole's backing it off, just trying to make it to the end. We are coming down to it in this season. Coming close to playoff time. Top 10 in point standings make the playoffs. Doesn't look like we have 10 drivers that come out every week, but it is a road course. Not everyone wants to run the road course. As Cole's working 5 laps to go, coming to 4 to go here in this one, here at Watkins Glen International. Might catch up to Jordan Anderson before this one's over. Let's go through your field one more time here as Cole Snyder's working lap 4. Well, sorry, 4 to go. Obviously your leader, Cole Snyder, driver out of Whitehaven, PA. And then in second place, driver out of Wichita, Kansas, Nathan Lehman, driving that Liquid Death Ford. Then in third right now, cruising along, that number 39 Toyota, Ryan Wayne. In fourth place, just off of his best finish last week in third, now running fourth, is Richard May, driving that Snap-on Toyota. Then in fifth, In at number 3, AC Delco Chevrolet is Jordan Anderson. 6th right now, just out of pit road. Couple laps down. Is at number 8. Driving the number 8 Racing Report Ford of Chris Weaver. And then in 7th, rounding out the field, multiple laps down because he left the race, could be contending for the win, is Jackson Connell. Oh, big slide there from Cole. If I was him, I'd just lower it way down. You got a big enough lead. Catching up that Jordan Anderson, number 3. 2 laps to go here in the Upstate 100. Working through the S's. Slowly and steadily catching that 3. Trying to make him a lap down before this race is over. Doing a great job staying ahead. Looking underneath him. Jordan just goes wide, leaving him by. And Cole's going to pull away and Jordan's going to go a lap down there. So as Cole Snyder comes out of the final corner, he's now going to be finally working the final lap in the Upstate 100. One more lap to go here in Watkins Glen. Dominating performance today. Believe, actually hasn't led every lap, but led most of the race. Through the S's for the final time. Nice and steady. That right there was very close of cutting the course. If you get too far over, that's definitely cutting the course. Final time there through the carousel now. Coming through these last final corners. And off the final corner, the driver of the Squirrel Tech Ford is going to win the Upstate 100 tonight and go to G3 Graphics Victory Lane. So Cole Snyder tonight's going to pick up the victory. Everyone else is wrapping it up, finishing. He had such a big lead that people are still finishing up this race. Teammates are going to do a celebratory burnout. So as they do bumper tag burnouts here, let's look at your finishing results of tonight's Upstate 100. Alright, your winner tonight, obviously Cole Snyder, dominating win tonight. Had a 15-second gap from second place finisher Nathan Lehman. Third place on the podium, Ryan Wayne in that number 39 Toyota. Finishing fourth tonight, Richard May, another great finish for him. Finishing fourth tonight. Finishing fifth, Jordan B. Anderson in that number 3 AC Delco Chevrolet. And then finishing sixth, Chris Weaver. 2 laps down. Unfortunately, had that incident coming off of turn 1 there. Almost took out the leader, but able to gather back up. Hit the wall a little bit, had to go down, fix some damage, and it cost him 2 laps there. And then finishing, rounding out the field in 7th place is Jackson Connell. Could have probably finished second. Could have maybe even won this race because of that incident, but we'll never know. Unfortunately, he quit the race because I guess he rage quit. Anyways, that's going to do it here in Watkins Glen. As this was the Upstate 100 for the Week 12 Racing League Contender Series. Hope everyone enjoyed this here on the Week 12 Racing League Network. Next week, we're back here on Tuesday night, same time, same place, 8 o'clock. For the Week 12 Racing League Contender Series edition at Richmond. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can get the notification when we go live next week in Richmond. So, hope everyone enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week in Richmond.